Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
What have we do to get your love? Girl, I don't give you all I got, but it's not enough for you. Show you fire me catapult of love. Now I be say I don't be getting enough of you.
So today I want to talk to us especially on how to manage your mental health in this season. So in these times, things are really hard, it's really difficult, we're all experiencing a range of emotions and a whole lot of other things. These are really hard times. I'm sorry I'm touching my face, but if you're like me and your anxiety is always up the roof, you would have your hand sanitizer all the time, so I'm always hand sanitizing. Family, sanitize. Sanitize. But anyway, so it is totally okay to be scared, to feel anxious, to feel worried, to not even know how you feel exactly. It is totally fine to feel all of these emotions. It is totally okay. Alright? So also in times like this, stress tends to increase. A lot of people tend to experience stress, not the kind that we are familiar with now. Yeah, stress in the sense that you're mentally stressed, because I mean, especially in Nigeria that right now everywhere is on not everywhere, but most parts of Nigeria are under lockdown, right? So you are it's more of a mental stress than it is a physical stress. You're not doing, for some people you're not doing anything, excuse me, for others you are at work, even at home you have to keep up with deadlines despite being at home, and a lot of people even don't know how to manage working from home. I am not going to get exactly into how to work from home or how to manage working from home and all of that. No, I'm just going to tell you how to manage your mental health in this time. So first things first, I'm going to advise you to move. I know personally, since the whole since the whole lockdown and everything, I tend to lay down on my bed most of the day. I'm always on my bed. If I'm working, I'm working from my bed. If I'm eating from my bed. You know, but it's not healthy. That's the truth. It is not healthy to work or even eat from your bed. Like some people would say, if you have your way, if you need to work from your desk. Work from your desk. That would try to limit the things you do on your bed. Reserve your bed for mainly sleeping, so you don't have issues with sleeping later in the night. You know, this period is going to be really difficult to find sleep at night if you're always using your bed and all of that. So try and contain how you use your bed. So like I mentioned earlier, try to move. So if you're always stuck in one position, it's not really healthy for you. Physical movement is really important. So right now, for some people, you may not be able to go outside to exercise or to move about or take a walk. You may not want to do that because you don't want to put yourself at risk. But then you can, as simple as changing your posture. For instance, let's say you've been working on your computer all day and you feel tired, and you can just sit up and try to change your posture. And also try breathing techniques. This really helps. You can try the breathing technique of taking a deep breath at the count of 4, hold for 5, release at 6. So I'm going to practice that. You can do this is a really helpful breathing technique. You can increase the time, you can increase the duration, but just try other breathing techniques to help you at this time. Also, be cheerful. I mean, sometimes it's super difficult, but right now you're going to be at home the whole time and you're going to be passing your mirror almost all the time. So there's a simple trick I do. Whenever I pass my mirror or I stand up and I look at my mirror, I just give myself a small smile, you know, like so yes, I try to smile at myself even when I don't feel like it, but I try to make a conscious decision that every single time I walk past my mirror, I give myself a smile. This is just especially for those who live alone. So because if you live alone, less physical interaction, you don't have so many people to talk to, right? But anyway, that's beside the point. Try as much as possible to smile at yourself. It will encourage you, it will give you this extra boost that you need. Okay, so try and smile at yourself. Next step is for anxiety. So when I'm talking about for anxiety, right, I know a lot of us are experiencing some sort of worry right now, experiencing some sort of issue right now, but we're not talking about anxiety in that sense. I'm sorry guys, but the weather is really hot. We're not talking about anxiety in that sense exactly. Right now, what the anxiety I'm talking about is individuals who are suffering from anxiety as a mental disorder or as a mental illness. So for these individuals, if like myself, anxiety, there are ways that you could help yourself. So first of all, you're going to try to control the information you are receiving, right? For instance, let's say you are even the kind of person that you're always watching the news before the whole COVID situation. You don't watch the news 247 before, so why are you always watching the news now? Why? It's not going to help you. So if you really need to be informed about what is happening, number one, try as much as possible to get your information from the right sources. Secondly, try and watch your news, maybe like if you watch 8 a.m. before the whole COVID situation, 8 a.m. and let's say 8 p.m., you can do that. Check your news at 8 a.m. and at 8 p.m. on sites or verified sources, right? This will totally help you. Try to limit the kind of information that you receive. Another point I have is accept the uncertainty. It is totally fine. You can't control what is going to happen tomorrow. You don't know how the whole situation is going to turn out by tomorrow. So the best you can do is, all right, fine. So this is the current situation we are at. This is what is happening. This is how it is. But then again, you can't put yourself under so much pressure about, oh my God, the cases are increasing so much. Who knows how it's going to be tomorrow? Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. Like I always say, try to control what is in your power. And what is in your power right now is how you feel, how you react to this information. So what you're going to do is try as much as possible to see what you can do to worry less. So which is accepting the uncertainty. Yes, fine, tomorrow it may be more or it may be less. I don't know how tomorrow is going to be, but I'm not going to give time for tomorrow. I'm going to just worry about how I'm feeling right now and try to put myself, my emotions under control. Which brings me to the third point. The third point, I call it the worry period. So for instance, let's say you are the type that your anxiety is always up the roof, right? So you can give yourself, during the day, you can give yourself a maximum of say 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Call this your worry period. You know, all of the worry that you could have done since morning or from the morning period till in the evening, just pick a time. You know what, this is my worry period. Take a pen and paper and I want you to put it down. All the things you are going to worry about. For one, I'm worried about how this is going to turn out. 2, I'm worried about my family. 3, I'm worried about my friends. 4, I'm worried about my job. 5, I'm worried about my health. You know, just write everything down and you can worry about it within that time frame of 20 to 30 minutes. And then when you are done, once 30 minutes is elapsed, get up, fold your paper, keep it somewhere, if possible, throw it away. You are done worrying for that day. Try as much as possible to limit your worry time. Practice this, trust me, you would love it because it's worked for me. So if like I mentioned, 20 to 30 minutes, and then the next day, subsequently, you can reduce your time frame. With this, you are giving yourself the ability to be in control of your emotions and also reducing the time with which you worry. All right, great. The next point I'm going to talk on is sleep. I know this is super important, so I'm going to give us a few pointers for managing your mental health, and this is in regard to sleep. Excuse me. First point, 1, try as much as possible to limit your nap during the day. I know right now you are home, you have less to do and all of that. What you can do is try as much as possible. Don't, like I mentioned earlier, you don't use your bed for anything other than sleep and maybe sex, of course. But then when it comes to sleeping and everything during the day, try to limit the amount of nap you get. And on a normal day, if you're at work, you wouldn't sleep the whole day, or you wouldn't sleep up to an hour or 2 hours. So if you're going to take power naps, take power naps, but then try to limit the number of time you have for naps. Secondly, so you know how you go to bed, and especially this time because you've been at home the whole time, you can't seem to sleep, right? So what you can do is check time yourself. So you noticed that last night you went to bed and you couldn't sleep till over an hour later or something. Yeah. So this today, what you're going to do is, if you get into bed 30 to 40 minutes before and you're still awake, you can't seem to fall asleep, get up, go to your reading table or something, take a book and read, and after like 20 to 30 minutes, go back and try to take a nap again, and you will see you will most definitely fall asleep. Also, third point, try to limit the use of gadgets before bed. I know this sounds like we've all heard this a lot of times, but try to limit how much you use your phone. I know right now you are really bored, you just try limit your phone time, limit screen time before bed. If you need to read anything, you could read a book probably 30 to 40 minutes before bedtime. And when you get into bed, try close your eyes. If you can't sleep, try to meditate. If you can't meditate, close your eyes, count 100 backwards, and these things will really aid you in sleeping. Also, if you're still finding it difficult to sleep, you can also try taking warm milk. Warm milk really helps. Try taking warm milk, or even 20 to 30 minutes before sleep, try taking a bath. This would also really help. And finally, guys, I know we've all heard this a lot we've all heard this a lot, but then again, there are lots of resources right now free, because a lot of people have seen how much the pandemic is costing. So even online courses, there are a lot of online courses that are free right now. Also, some mental health resources you can find free of charge. My organization, Psychebabble Foundation, you can reach us via DM, Instagram. I'll leave our information in the description box. We have we're currently running free virtual counseling for individuals. You're going through anxiety, depression, or you don't even know how you're feeling in this time. You can reach out to us. We know how to help. We have counselors and psychological first aiders that could attend to you. Of course, it is virtual. And also, there are a lot of other organizations that are providing these services free of charge right now. So you can also try as much as possible to utilize these things. Take an online course. I know people have been singing it, but please take an online course. You would enjoy it. At least take one that you are really interested in. You'll find a lot of free online courses right now. And also try as much as possible to check up on family, check up on friends. I mean, a lot of people have gotten really creative in this time. Like everywhere, people are nominating you to do things. There are lots of there's this thing called house party or something of that nature. Just try as much as possible to engage with friends and family. And also, please watch the information you receive. Alright guys, till next time, stay beautiful, stay happy.